already we have discussed about this, the physical divisions of India, about the Himalayas and the northern plains. Now we have to discuss about the peninsular plateau. The peninsular plateau is the third division of the Indian physical division that has been spread in the central region and the southern region. So comes to the central part of that, it is the Malwa plateau, the Chota Nagpur plateau, this is Bundelkhand and Bagelkhand. This is all together called as the central region. Then coming to the southern region, this is Deccan plateau. The plateau where it has been stretched in the southern part, this is the Deccan plateau. The Deccan plateau stretched between the western Ghats and the eastern Ghats. So, you have to observe one point here. When I draw on a map, the eastern Ghats and the western Ghats are broken chains. There is no continuity of it. When coming to the part of western Ghats, these are the continuous chains. What is eastern Ghats and the western Ghats? These are nothing but hills. Many of the mountain peaks are, many of the hills and its peaks are there. The famous among them is Dodabetta. Dodabetta is the highest mountain peak in the southern India. The height is 2692 meters from the mean sea level, above the mean sea level, like Padani Hills at Kerala, Cardamom Hills, like many hill stations are there. Then coming to the western Ghats, Ooty is the famous hill station. Ooty, Kodaikanal and all. This Deccan plateau is formed in a triangular shape. The topography of the Deccan plateau tilted towards the eastern side. This is the reason many of the rivers has to be flown from west to east and drain into Bay of Bengal. The rivers which are the mainstays already we discussed that Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. Most of the rivers are raised in the Himalayan glaciers and those are flown from the west to east and drain into Bay of Bengal except Narmada and Tapati. These Narmada and Tapati are raised in the peninsular regions and flow towards the west and drain into Arabian Sea. And the mountains which are stretches in this, the Vindhya mountains in the central region, the Sapura mountains are there between the Narmada and Tapati. The western region is consisting of the Aravalli mountains in the Rajasthan. Northwestern part of Rajasthan is covered with the Aravalli mountains. So, Deccan plateau is famous for black soils. Deccan plateau is famous for black soils. These black soils are famous for cotton crops. Cotton is growing more in the Deccan plateau region. Then coming to the central regions, Malwa plateau, Bundelkhand and Bagelkhand are the plateau regions where the inhabitants are there. Then coming to the Chota Nagpur plateau is rich in mineral resources. Rich mineral resources. So this is about the peninsular plateau. Then coming to the Great Indian Desert. The desert which is placed in the Rajasthan, western Rajasthan, on the leeward side of Aravalli mountains. Leeward side is, suppose if you take the mountains are like this, the both sides are there. The one side of the mountains has been received the highest rainfall, whereas the other side does not receive the rainfall itself. For millions of years ago, then the region considered as the desert regions. There is no transport facilitation, there is no inhabitants, etc. Because more heat. In the desert region, more than 50 degrees of Celsius was recorded. The temperature was recorded more than 50 Celsius of that, even in the summers. So, they are finding the water resources for the other side of the Aravalli ranges. The other places are there like Bikaner, Ajmer, Jaisalmer, Jaipur. So many of the places are there on the other side of the Aravallis. Those people has to be cultivated the crop through Indira Gandhi Canal, which can be flown from the Gujarat to Rajasthan. It is based on the Luni River. The Luni River which can be provided the irrigational facilities to the desert regions of Rajasthan. So this is about the deserts. Then coming to the coastal plains. These coastal plains are stretched from the coastal plains of Arabian Sea as well as the Bay of Bengal. These coastal plains are located in between the Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats are the East Coastal Plains as well as the West Coastal Plains are located from the western line to between Western Coast and the Western Ghats. So West Coast, East Coast. So these coastal lines are divided three groups. See, these coastal lines are formed from the Rann of Kutch at the Gujarat and it is formed in the entire coastal region. Then it should be formed up to the southern part of that. So this is called Rann of Kutch. So this Rann of Kutch region is completely under the cover of defense because the naval base, it is the naval base. All the naval people has to be used in this area, the others are restricted to come into this regions. Then coming to that, from western part of that, it is divided as three parts. The Maharashtra and Goa together as one region. The central Karnataka, eastern and the central Karnataka as one region. Kerala region as one region. Kerala region as Malabar coast. It is Malabar coast and this is Canara coast or Kannadi. Canara or Kannadi coast. And the Maharashtra and the Goa together called as Konkan coast. So this is the western coastal plains. Then coming to the eastern coastal plains, the Orissa region, Utkal coast. Then coming to the Andhra Pradesh, Sarkar coast. Then coming to the Tamil Nadu, Coromandel coast. So eastern and the western coasts are divided according to its climatic conditions as well as the other conditions of it.